I don't know if you've noticed or not, but we live in a loud, angry world. And it's real easy to get caught up in that madness because attitudes are contagious. If you're around loud, angry people, you become loud and angry. And that's why we need to check our attitudes. Like, by the minute, every second, we need to be checking our attitude. And we need to ask ourselves, what am I putting out there? What am I saying with the way I act? What am I saying with the way I respond? What am I saying with my attitude? In 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 8, it says this, all of you, be like-minded and show sympathy, love, compassion, and humility to and for each other, not paying back evil with evil or insult with insult, but repaying the bad with a blessing. It was this you were called to do so that you might inherit a blessing. So pay back bad with a blessing. Check your attitude. Check your attitude at the door. And then it tells us that we need to constantly be ready and willing to give an answer. When we do have the right kind of attitude, when we are living where we're supposed to be, people should be asking questions. And when they do, we need to tell them. We need to give them the reason for our hope. We need to give them answers for what we have found. We need to tell them where we have found hope and where we have found peace and where we have found joy. And we need to do it with a right attitude, okay? It's real important when they do ask questions that we give it to them with the right attitude. Verse 15 and 16 says this, always be ready to offer defense, humbly and respectfully. When someone asks you why you live in hope, keep your conscience clear, so that those who ridicule your good conduct in the anointed and say bad things about you will be put to shame. All right, so how we share, if we want people to really hear, how we share is as important as what we share, because we want them to hear the truth. But if we share that in hostility, if we share that in anger, they're never going to hear what we say. We hold the truth. We hold the secret to life and hope and peace. And we want people to hear that. But they're not going to hear if we're returning their hostility with hostility. If we're giving it to them with a hostile attitude. If we're giving it to them with an angry attitude. The Bible tells us to be gentle, be respectful, treat people with kindness, because that diffuses hostility. Love is always stronger than hate. And when we respond to hate with love, boom, things happen. It's a really cool thing. Be ready and give a reason for the hope that lives in us. But we need to first live a life that makes people ask questions. We need to live a life of hope, live a life of peace, so that people will ask questions. And when they do, when they say, man, there's something different about you. You seem to have this hope that I don't have. You seem to have this peace, this joy. Okay, things aren't any... You still have hard times, but you have peace in the midst of that. What's your secret? When they do ask those questions, don't respond with a smug attitude. Don't be arrogant. Don't be, yes, I thought you'd never ask. Give them the answer. Point the way to hope, not with anger, not with judgment, but with respect and kindness. God bless you guys. Giddy up.